Well, the little Ferguson is back again. And it is not because of anything I did. It's something different this time. So we will talk about that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. This is the TO20 or TO30, I can't ever remember, Ferguson tractor that my great-grandpa bought new and my uncle owns now. And yeah, but at any rate, we worked on the Governor last summer and we did all kinds of stuff to it to make it better. We put a valve cover gasket on it, tried to seal it up better where it wasn't going to leak very much. It's still accumulates some fuzz, I see, as a lot of tractors do when they run. That's just life. We will you know, that's not where we're working today, is what I'm saying. He said that it runs good. It did when it pulls hard. He said sometimes the Governor would surge a little bit. So we might have to see if there's an adjustment we can make to eliminate that a little bit. But that's not why it's here. This is why it's here. He decided that it was probably about time to replace this old tire. See? The old Co-op Super Power Plus. That's probably been on there for who knows how many years. And it's still a good tire holding air, but how long will it be that thing, you know? And he thought with inflation and that, it wasn't going to get any cheaper, so he might as well buy a tire. So he found this tire, which is an Alliance. And I think it's a very similar tread to what this is. This is a Burla. I don't know what foreign country that was made in, but I told him to get a hold of the tire place and then show him the tread pattern, you know, so that we could get something similar. And I think that will be very similar to what he's got. So we need to find us a place that we can do this where it's out of the way. Shade would be nice, but I don't know that that's going to happen. We might just have to bite the bullet on that and work in the sun and take breaks, because out of the way is more important than shade. I guess I could do this inside where the 1850 is and move it, because we won't be ready to swap that for a couple days. But basically the plan is I want to take this tire off. We're going to clean up the rim and paint it and then put the new one on. He had a tire shop do this other side a couple years ago, because I think he had to have a tire on that one. And he said they did not clean up the rim very much, or, you know, he said it was really rusty. And he's having trouble with it wasn't wanting to seat all the way in places. And that's probably part of it. I mean, if you don't clean it up good, it's probably not going to slide on there very well. But I don't see the need to dismount this one to fix that. I mean, if it goes flat, we'll give it the same treatment I'm about to give it. But yeah, we're gonna do our flip-flop here and make it more better. So we'll find us a place to work and that's where we'll go. Probably should take this block along because we'll need it. I gotta remember how she goes. I don't remember now. I think there's only one place that this key switch works. There we go. Whoa. I don't remember the gear pattern on it. We'll just pick one and go. Too much stuff sitting in the way. I think I can move the 1850 and then just back it in here. Like I said, I won't be ready for that for a couple days yet, because I want to make sure that other oil pan doesn't leak. Plus, if I do this right, this other thing will only take 24 hours. So that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta do some machinery flip-flop around here. All right, so before just jumping in with both feet, we got something else we gotta do first. The other day was a sad day. My super duper Chinesium air hose on the service truck finally blew a hole in it. And I was gonna go back to the old Hobo Freight and get another one. And wouldn't you know that right when I got there, it was like 8:03 and the store had just closed. So I didn't want to have to make another trip to town. So I went to the old Walmart there, figuring that they also had Chinesium products, and sure enough, they did not disappoint. The exact same orange Chinesium hose, just like what I had, that lasted for years and years outside with no care of any kind. And so we're going to plumb it up so that it's ready to go. I bought all new fittings because, let's face it, I tried to get those other ones loose and it's not worth the hassle. Let's just start over. Will that work? I'm having a lot of issue with stuff just doing what it's supposed to. I should have brought something to cut these, but I thought that I could do it with a wrench like usual. Usually you just do that number there and they'll pop right loose, but you know, this ain't no Hobo Freight setup. This is the Mart of Walls banding, so it might be better stuff. I mean, these are hyper tough. Why wouldn't they work? I hope that it's as long as the last one was, because otherwise then, I don't know. I was thinking they were 50 foot and I had two coupled together. Let's get some fittings out here. I had to get a combination of stuff because of course they didn't have enough of what I wanted. So if I start with this, I mean, I hope that this is the style coupler that I use, because if it's not, it becomes sad. Then we'll have to get our old ones loose anyway. It looks like what I need. Couples together anyway. Time will tell if it leaks terrible. You might be saying, why do you buy the cheapest? You know, why wouldn't you spend some money and buy a nice air hose? Well, this is outside in the weather a lot. And the last one lasted like 10 years, so maybe not quite that long, but still, can you argue with results like that? I think it'll be fine, friends. Now the cool thing is, I thought I was prepared, but everything's a different size now than what I thought, so I'm not prepared, as it turns out. Luckily, this tool can become any size you want it to be. Well, we'll go hook this up and see if it doesn't work. All right, inaugural air hose run. The compressor shut off, so we should have air. Seems like it's working awfully hard, isn't it? Let the line catch up. Are we off the ground? Yeah. That's all we need to be off the ground. Then we might as well take this sucker loose. Of course, it's not gonna let me turn it out by hand. I'm gonna have to get a pliers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this tire. It doesn't go down or anything. He just wants a new one that's not so dry cracked. Sure. Probably would be a real handy time to get the bead breaker. And also, I think that the battery I have down here on the impact is dead. So I probably should have got a ready to go battery. So let me go grab that stuff and we'll make it happen. You'll just have to live with that view. Now this tire, it don't have no place to, like a cutout to get your tool in. So we're gonna have to hope we can get it kind of like that. And we're gonna hope it pulls down in there, which is sketchy at best. Acts like it's gonna jump out there. Try again. Well, shoot. There. Yeah, we're about to shear the pin off in our tool, so I have to. This one is being the most cantankerous of any I've ever done. Probably because it's actual rubber that's good quality. Finally got a good bite on that one. There we go. Now the fun part, get it off the back. Okay, well, I'm getting it. I had a lot of trouble. My little buddy is wore out. And it's a sad day when your little buddy's wore out and you get to use it for the last time. But it's about time to get a new one. I bent the pin in it, and then also that edge where the bolt hits it to push the third arm down and roll it around the rim. It's getting so wore that it wouldn't roll it all the way in and it kept flipping out. So I had to stick a washer in between there just to get it to do this. So either I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to that little thing, or I'm going to have to just buy a new one. And it's earned its rest. I mean, I've mounted hundreds of tires with it and used it inappropriately. You're not supposed to use the impact, and I used the impact every single time since it came out of the box. That's been a really good one. But back to this sadness. As I feared, it wouldn't just be a simple job. For if you can see there, after getting this all knocked loose and whatever, holes have opened up. So it is rotting around this valve stem hole. So, you know, it's not that bad. A guy could probably get by with some JB Weld and whatever, but I'm not a fan of that really. I'm gonna get it off and see how solid it is, but it needs welded on. I mean, we can't have that. I mean, it's foolishness, because it'll just poke a hole in your new tube if it fails. So I'm going to get this the rest of the way off of there. My battery's almost dead in the camera anyway. And then we will assess what to do. I just feel like it's probably going to have to be welding. I don't think, I mean, that's too much of a break, I think. But we'll see. We'll see how solid it is, and I'll try to decide what I want to do. All right. I've cleaned up on this a little, and it's fixable with a washer, I believe. If I do my trick where I'll weld it on top and bottom, then I'll flip it over and hammer it, heat it with the torch, and then hammer this all smooth, and then weld it around, you know, whatever it needs. But there ain't no getting around it. We got to do that before we can go on, because what's the point? So I'm going to take this off of here, and just the whole thing. Take these loose. I got the little 550 right there. And we're going to carry this over to where the welder and the torch are, instead of carrying all that stuff over here. That doesn't make much sense. I mean, a few bolts here, we can get this off. So, and I know it'll come off because I had them off when I did the brakes several years ago. So it shouldn't be that big a deal. There we go. 1 1/16. Okay. Well, I didn't want to have to play catch yet, but that's fine. Oh, we'll get it. Oh, come on. Did you ever seen a guy holding his nuts in his hand before? All right, it's several days later, and we are ready to make this happen, I believe. We can see our hole repair there, and more importantly, on the back side, smooth like. That's what we're after. There's a little burr there, but I'll take care of that. I think that's just paint, actually. There we go. All right. So that's smooth, and like I've said before, the old gloss black paint, pretty tough, and it'll hold up better. So yeah, I'm happy with the way that turned out, and it's a lot better than having a rusted through hole there. So sure, let's try to get the old tire put on there, or the new tire, I should say. If I do it right, I'll knock everything down. So hot out here, it should just fall right on. I probably, though, will need my hammer, and I don't know where that is. Did I leave that over? I guess I left that over while I was welding, so I need to run and grab that. Oh yeah. There we go. This would be a great time to try the vice grip trick. But that would require me to get up. And do that. Plus, I think I can get it. Woo! One last little bit. Alright. Sure. Now we just gotta put the air in. And then let it back out. And then put it in again. You know, the thing. Oh, this air chuck's the one that's missing the little spring thing. Oh well. I can sit here and hold it. I'm too spoiled now from the other one, but well, you've seen me do this 100 times, so I don't know that we need to film it, but basically we inflate it till the bead seats, then we let the air out so the tube can find its happy place. Then we'll re-inflate it for the final time, and then we'll call him up and collect our fee, and that's how it goes. So I'll finish this and bring you back in a minute. All right, it's up on its wheel, so we're gonna call this a success. I'll drive it around. I might even wait till tomorrow to tell him it's done, so in case for some dumb reason it would go flat, I can fix it, but it should be good to go. So he's got brand new tires on the back now. I mean, the fronts don't look too bad. They'll probably last a while yet. I think he said this one was done a couple years ago, but at any rate, it's ready to use again, so that's a good thing. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or, if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.